Ayan. So once again, good evening everyone, and thank you for watching and continue subscribing in our YouTube channel, Secretary Marky, for continuous education topics and teaching profession. So this time, we will going to discuss on the foundation of social education, foundation of special and inclusive education, Edu 104. And our topic is all about making school inclusive. Ayan. So meron na tayong isang viewer. So thank you for watching. Yan, dalawa na sila. So shout out sa mga estudyante dyan. Okay, sa mga beloved friends. So for our topic, learning outcome, um, we will going to learn on how to create safe, inclusive, and culturally responsive learning environment for the students. So our course topic is all about creating an inclusive school. Okay, so first I would like to thank the honor of this PowerPoint presentation from Dr. G. Jagan Mohana Rao, Faculty in Education, it's Maitri Kohima. So according to Gandhi, when we say education, education means I mean an all-around drawing out of the best in the child and man, body, mind, and spirit. Meaning, for Gandhi, education is all drawing out of the beast. That is the word. The word is beast. Beast in the child and man, our body, mind, and spirit. Also, he added that education actually is the key to human development, and education is a fundamentally or fundamental right of every child, and that's true. So we should give education, right education to every children. Article 26 of the United Nations Declarations of Human Rights 1948 highlights right to education, and Article 45 of the Constitution of India notes free and compulsory education for children under the age of 14 years. And further, Article 41 emphasized the rights to education for persons, including with disabilities. So in India, they are very strict in terms of educating their children. So what is special education? So when we say special education, education of children with special need is is called special education, meaning from the word itself, special, meaning a special need of or a special need of a children. So the unique needs of these children are addressed through these individualized education plans or the IEPS, assistive devices, access and adapted teaching aids, and a systematic plan and management of resources are involved in special education. So technology approach adaptations in the curriculum is the key or the keys of education to the children with special needs. So that's it. So actually, there is an educational plan, assistive again devices and access adapting teaching aids. For special ed, it is the form of education planned for the students with special needs in a way that address the students' individual differences and needs. So as you observe in our school today, we have special education. That's it. Meaning, special education is education for humans, those in need. So it is instruction-based program that is specially designed to meet the special needs of the CWD. So special designed instruction that meet the universal needs of the exceptional students, and it should contain the specialized teaching, methods or techniques, special materials, and special facilities. So that's it. Here in our education in the Philippines, if you are a SPED teacher, you are some way a higher rate, teaching rate in terms of a teacher one in the public school. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na parang special education teacher, teacher one. Iba yun, medyo mataas ang sahod nila. So special education actually requires the key elements like what? We have trained professionals, special curriculum, and infrastructure facilities. Actually, usually yung mga SPED teachers natin, actually they have special trainings in abroad, no? Meron akong kilala, nag-train talaga in Thailand, and pagbalik dito, ang galing-galing niya na as a special education teacher. So what are the needs of a special education? We have to fulfill the needs of our special child and to help them for better life and to cater their daily needs. Imagine our vision and education that we should have education for all. So even special people need special education. So we have also what we call integrated education. So the main objective of integrated education is education for all, as I said, and with the purpose of integrating the people with impairments in the society as equal members. The government of India actually has brought about a scam known as the Integrated Education for Disabled Children. So, yung tinatawag nilang IEDC. Okay, so the overall aim of the program is to enable such people to face life courageously and develop a level of self-confidence, thus bringing them into the mainstream of the society. So, Integrated Education for Disabled Children, or IADC in India, is a centrally sponsored scheme which aims to offer educational opportunities to the not or tinatawag nating not so able children. Yan. So here is their example of a model scheme for integrated education. So this program actually initiated in 1974 by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Central government, under this program, the children were able to provided with special financial support for books. Actually, nililibre na nila. Stationery, school uniforms, transportation, special equipment, and aid. So the state governments were provided with 50% of the financial assistance to implement this program in a regular school. Actually, ganyan din. Oh. Dito here in the Philippines, our SPED, actually, they're all free. So seeing how they will going to categorize students with special needs is that does not respond, cannot learn, needs special teachers, cannot go to school, others are need special environment, is different from other children, needs special equipment, have special needs. So what is actually an inclusive education? Kanina we discussed special education. So this time we were going to discuss inclusive education. So when we say inclusive education, is a global agenda. Generally, inclusion and education means full participation of children with diverse disabilities in all aspects of schooling those other children is able to access and enjoy, meaning it is a free education for all. Okay, so enjoyment children can access and enjoy. So inclusion also refers to the opportunity for children with a disability to participate fully in all of the educational, employment, consumer, recreational, community, and domestic activities that justify every day in society. So meaning there is no discrimination in an inclusive education. So inclusive education also is a school for all, and it's about mainstreaming disabled children in regular schools. So parang they feel, even they are all disabled children, they feel as regular student, regular school, in a regular school. So it is about valuing the differences in the child and catering to their different needs, and it's based on that belief that all can learn together. So in an inclusive education not only provides quality education to all children, but also changes the discriminatory attitude within communities and helps to develop an inclusive society. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, inclusive education means creating effective classroom where the educational needs of all children are addressed irrespective of ability or disability. So there is respect, honest. So as you can see in the diagram, when we say inclusive education, there is vision, placement, what else? Adapted curriculum, adapted assessment, adapted teaching, acceptance, access, support, resources, and leadership. So before we in a anong tawag niyan discriminatory country, we will going to separate other children. But here comes the integration. Unti-unti na sila nakapapasok. And in inclusion, they part of the family. So when we say integration, it is the process of providing educational opportunity for children with special educational needs to uplift along with the children without special educational needs as equal partners in the same general education system. So they should feel that they are family. So with normal children and with disabled. So it provides the measures and help to place children with special educational needs in mainstream classrooms with the help of policies, programs, and legislation. So it should be in practice into a law. So the special education component lies in its viewed as part of the general education system. So in addition, educational or inclusive education goes one step further and made the special education component as an integral part of the general education system. So meaning both special and general education component interact with each other in inclusive setting that facilitates the flexibility among programs and practices. So we have the term everyone belongs to the school and everyone is welcome to the school. So that is an inclusive education. So what are the needs for inclusive education? So we should have school for all and universalization of education. The curriculum itself should be accessible to all, provide quality education, develops an what we call inclusive society, creative and effective classroom. It should be fit on the needs of the student. It fulfills the individual needs. It develops the social needs. Inclusive education is a challenge rather than a problem, this statement. It accepting, respecting the diversity, equal opportunities, and healthy citizenship, and it promotes the democratic and equality education system. So, what are the aims and objectives? Again, it is education for all, school for all, protections of rights, identification of skills, development of social consciousness, prepare for new challenges and brotherhood, and to improve the quality of education. So, what are the benefits of inclusive education? The benefits of social interaction, of course. They can learn communication skills as well as the develop social competence. Active and participative approach helps them to develop positive personality traits. It can maintain a good and physical and mental health. It can develop a sense of confidence, dignity, respect, and treat all as equal partners and participate in community work. So the last two slides focuses on the scope of inclusive education. Inclusion doesn't mean to dumping children with special needs into a regular classroom. We have to accept their diversity. That's it. Respect their individuality and create opportunities for their participation in activities of the school and provide support to both children and teachers so that children can realize their full potentials and teachers will be able to improve their performance. So the concept of inclusive education is often discussed as though it applies only to special education, but it has much wider scope. Take note, meaning valuing all students and staff equally and reduce students' exclusion from schools and focusing their increasing participation in the cultures, curricula, and communities of all schools. So once again, thank you for listening. This is a very nice lesson. So continue to subscribe in my YouTube channel. Yes, Secretary Marky. So this time I will end up my Zoom. It's because it baka ma-overtime ako. Thank you once again.